Hello, everybody. And stuff. Hello, everyone. All right. Just gonna wait a few seconds here while everyone starts to join in. Hola, Beatrice. Hey, Jessica. Oh my goodness. I want you guys to stay safe up there. It's gotta be scary. It's the tropical storm coming your way, right? That's what you said. I think they thought one was gonna come here. We had some really bad, like cloudy days and weird weather, but it wasn't too bad here in North Carolina. So you and your family, make sure y'all stay safe, okay? All right. Oh, the full-on hurricane. Is it the same? Is it the same system or two different systems? Because that would be like what's going on in the world, right? All right. All right, you guys. So if this is your first time coming in and joining me, today we're going to be working on, I've been doing a lot of the challenges this go round, and I'm so excited because I've done pretty good. Oh my God, same system. Okay. Whew. Oh, well, not whew, but I could only imagine if it was like multiple systems, like that would be, especially for up north. That's crazy. But you guys stay safe. Tropical storm can be just as, harrowing, with those winds and stuff. So definitely watch out. Ah, not straight for your town. Are you that close to the shore, Jessica? Or is it just coming that far inward? Okay. So my little scrapbook store, if you guys can, because sometimes I can't on my phone, but if you guys can just share it on the Facebook page. Okay. Okay. Yeah, the flooding, Beatrice. Yeah, the flooding, the high level, because you're close to the water too. Okay. Definitely be safe. Be safe. And if you feel like you guys need to go. Trust your gut. Okay. Um, so with the challenges for the crop weekend, like we do the crop over a weekend, but Michelle gives you the whole month to work on all of the challenges, so that way you can enter and be a part of, possibly a drawing. You know what I mean? So what happens is you would post your picture or your, picture of your project, and at the end we go through each one and there's a winner drawn. And then if you are able to complete the whole thing, then you can even have a chance at winning. I believe it's a $50 gift certificate for the I Did It All challenge. So I mean, it's great opportunities for you playing with us. Hello, the paper diva. I like. How y'all doing? Okay, you did the card challenge. Oh wow, Jessica, I'm jealous. I'm getting there. I don't think I'm gonna complete the whole thing. But what I like about these, okay, the challenge is over, the month is gone, all the awards have been given, but you can still use these to challenge yourself, right? These are great prompts for you to try new things if you've never done it before, or if you just need a little kick to the creativity. You have these. You can print them out. They're PDF files, and so you can keep them at all times. You know what I mean? So it's definitely a cool thing to have. So we're going to be tackling, that's what I was trying to find, challenge number 9. And challenge number 9 is around the world in 3 days. It says, take a trip around the world. Can you do it in 3 days? How about 6 or 10? Circle the world, then add some circles on your project. So as soon as it said circles on your project, I'm like, oh, I got this. Yes, the inspiration is endless, and you don't have to just have it end August 31st because that's when they need to be in for the pulling of the winners. You can use this all the time. Hi Deb, how y'all doing? All right. So I went in to Pinterest and I was like, let me see what kind of sketches I could find with circles. So these four are the ones that jumped out at me and made me go, you know what? I think one of these is what I want to do. So after looking it over, and I figured this was the easiest way to show you guys because I haven't figured out how to master the picture in picture. Which I don't think you can do right on YouTube. I think I have to get a software for that. I decided to do this one here. And what I like about it is I figured I could use a pattern paper base and then just create a little cluster of papers here in the center. And then I have two photos that we're going to use. But instead of using the stars, we're going to just use more circles. And my circles may go a little bit more all over the place. We gotta see how I feel. Because I like this one where it has all the circles all over. But I think we're going to do it something similar with this one. Okay. So I'm going to put this over to the side so you'll see it kind of sticking out up here, but I'll be able to see the photo here. Okay, so the supplies we're using Storyteller. I've been using this kit a lot for this particular crop because I have a ton of it and I need to use it. So I'm forcing myself. I love it. I love the color, so it's not like I'm struggling, but I wanted to make sure I use it. So I have some scraps and I grabbed a full page. So we have some scrap pieces. We're going to use this grid. It sort of has what would you call, not ledger, but it's like that type of paper. The back side is one of the cut aparts. I still have a full sheet. So if I ever wanted to cut the cut aparts, I still have one. Yes. Graph paper. Thank you, Beatrice. That's why I keep you around. All right. And then I went and I picked some of the ephemera pieces. So, and I only picked those not because they're necessarily the flowers, but I like that they're, round in shape. So that's what I picked all the ephemera pieces out, all the ones that I liked that were basically circle shaped. And then I picked a few that weren't that I may be able to use. And this will make more sense in a second when I show you my photos for my inspiration. And then the second thing I did, hold on, let me put these all together. In this collection, if it's been a while since you've looked at it or pulled it out, there was this specialty sheet, right? And I always, whenever there's specialty sheets with these kits, I get one that if I wanted to use like a section of it or more of it, I could have to cut up. But of course, as soon as you see something like this, you're thinking, I need to cut these out. So the second sheet I've been using to cut out circles. And I just use my hole punches. I have a 1/2 inch, 1 inch. I got a lot of different sizes. So I just punched out as many as I could. And then we're going to layer these all over as well. Okay. So that's our plan for the evening. Now our pictures is going to be of me when I was a kid. And this is obviously a picture of a picture, but it's going to work out because I had gotten these, I don't know what you would call them, more like a template or um mm, not a stencil necessarily. I mean, I guess it could be like a stencil. It would be like the reverse. I can't think right now, but I'm going to take the 4-inch one and I'm going to use it to turn my photo into a circle because it's not the greatest of photo, right? So like whenever you have things in your stash that, maybe you don't like the way you took the photo or how it's, compositioned and you just want a part of it, you can think of doing this with your pictures. Oh, thank you, Deb. Right? I'm like, oh, I saw it and I was like, let me take a picture. And then I was like, well, it's not the greatest of picture. I wasn't at the right angle, but it's gonna work for this. And since it was like I had a book, I don't know if you can see, but there's actually a book with my arm is on. So that's why I was thinking to have the circles and have one of them kind of like resting on top of the book ephemera. Oh, I thought that would be so cute. Hey, mom, look who joined us. I was thinking she's being a little quiet. I was like, oh, she must not know I'm on yet. But I've been looking at the comments. Oh, template is right. Okay, thank you, B. Okay, so to get started, before we do that, I was trying to keep everything neat and have a plan. Okay. And then I sprinkled all of my circles all over the place because that made sense. Oh, the stencil. I forgot. We're going to use that too. I'll show you in a second. We're going to use some, I know the color in the circles and on this particular collection is more copper, but I liked the way that this gold looks when you kind of thin it down and use it in the stencil on pattern paper. It just gives it a little bit of shimmer. The voice of reason. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. She keeps me on my toes. She's the voice in my head, right? Like, what you doing? Look up. Okay. Okay. So tell me, how are you guys doing today? I know my friends up north are kind of buckling down for the storms coming their way. But how's everybody else doing? Has everyone had a good Saturday? I was actually off today and it felt good to be able to rest and relax. All right. We're going to put our scraps to the side for a second. Oh, I found another one. Okay. I'm going to put it over here to the side. And we're going to trim down. I always like to take my strip off at the beginning. Sometimes I don't, and then I regret it because it's harder to cut it. I'd rather just cut it first and let it be done. So don't mind me. I'm just trying to line up my wire so that way I can get a nice and even cut. And don't throw these away. If you ever use Vicki Boutin paper, you can save these, okay? And I'm going to show you because I actually have one that I pulled that we're going to use on this project. You can't use that side unless you just want to, but this one can definitely be used on a project. All right. So now we're going to take our graph paper. And I know that in the sketch itself, there was a little hint of like some stenciling on either side of the section in the middle. Okay, so we're not going to do a whole lot with this, but we're going to do a little bit. So let's just put some of this to the side. We'll come back to those and we're going to work a little bit with our creative text. And I actually don't even have my water next to me today. So thankfully, I think using a thinner amount of this, it should be still easy to get off. Okay, just gonna put a little bit. We don't need a whole lot. And if nothing else, always keep baby wipes if you can in your craft space. It is a wonderful tool. It really is. Okay, we're gonna keep that close. I meant to do that. So see, real quick, and now the palette knife is clean. And then we're going to take our water bottle and just spray a little bit of water. And then let's grab it. Just going to tap, 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 tap. And I think the little bit of water is what helps kind of calm it down as far as the gold. So I know, let me see, right in here, I think. Sorry. You know what happens when you start doing stuff? You get quiet. It's like, I'm concentrating. So we got that right there. Now, part of that's probably going to get covered, but it's okay. And then I just want a little bit over on this side. You can come back over. That's one of the benefits of a glass mat, because, you know, you can put stuff down on it, mediums, and you can pick it back up. And then it's easy to clean up too. See? And then what I may do, because I like this kind of diagonal, I'm going to put, because I got still some stuff on my brush. We'll just do a little bit right here in the corner. Right? So there, I like that. Okay. Okay, just making sure I haven't missed any comments or questions. Okay, so that's a good start. And this will take no time to dry because we put it on thinly, okay? And normally I would take this to water really quick so that way it doesn't harden on my stamp or my stencil. So I'm just gonna real quick, because I don't want to put it down. I could always take one of my microfiber cloths, put it down like that, and just real quick. Because it's just a baby wipe, so it's wet, but it's, yeah, we're good. Just making sure. Hey, Tanya. Oh, you're not too late. We just got started. We just put down a little bit of stenciling. So it's all good. You haven't missed anything. Okay, sorry, y'all. I'm psycho about my stencils. I want it clean. I got issues. Okay, we'll clean it better when we're done. Okay, but at least for the most part, it's off. Okay, so now these are the papers that I want to use. I'm not using this full section, but I want to use this on my top piece, this on the bottom, and then I'm going to use this blue strip probably in the middle. I wasn't sure if I wanted to use any of this lighter blue. I'm not sure. And then I'm probably going to wind up trimming this down. I just did a little border because if you look on here, it's scalloped. I don't know if it'll focus. It may not. It might be too far up. So that's scalloped. But instead of doing a scallop, I just grabbed one of my other punches and created this background or border. Oh, hey, Kim. How are you? Glad you could join. So these are our pieces that we're going to use. And then I also want to use this. Oh my God. What is wrong with my brain, you guys? Branding strip. Hey, it came back. So I'm going to use this branding strip, but I'm going to use it for this side to probably either just kind of like clean up a line or a border or something like that. So something like this is going to happen. We may not use the lighter blue. We'll see. I'm just going to start cutting stuff up. So I know in total, I want this to be about, what, 6 inches, like right in the middle. So then it would be 3 and 3 up at the top. It's probably shorter than that. Let's make it 4. Let's make it 4 or 5. We'll just start cutting. All right. So since I know these are going to layer up and create that centerpiece, what I'm going to do is first cut this black one at 3 inches. Because I want this to be sort of like the bigger section, right? So there's that one. And then I know the blue is going to go over top of that. And then I'm thinking the blue will go over, like, have the border go underneath the blue. Not you. You just want to be in there. Okay. And then maybe either something like that. And then with the yellow. So the yellow. Okay. And it's funny, normally I'm not a big scrappy person. I don't usually keep a lot of scraps. I know, Jessica, I love the papers too. But I noticed that with the Vicky Bootins, I do tend to keep all of the scraps together. I'm just like, okay, yeah. For some reason, I want to keep all her stuff to the last bitter end. So on this one, I'm going to cut it at 3 as well. And if I want to shorten it, I have some left over that I can shorten. Okay. So right now I'm covering up a lot of that. So I think I do want to shorten this one a little bit. They are, right? Yeah. Yeah. These papers are. So let's cut off a 1/2 inch. And all these little bits, like, even though I just trimmed that, like, that could be a bordered on something, right? I mean, that one's not too horrible. That one would be like if I'm doing, I feel like this is more fallish, but this one I could put it on another layout. So I'm gonna save it. All right. So we got this, and I may even kind of layer it up onto some of the black, right? So then there's that and that. And then I can trim, because I'm going to trim this down, but I'm also going to cut it in half and move it, because this was on 11-inch paper. So it's not going to go all the way across, and I want it to go all the way across. So I'm going to fake it with my photos and my cluster covering where this doesn't meet. Yes, Deb, her papers are, and I like her style. You know what I mean? I don't know how she came into my crafty world, but ever since I have found Vicky Bootin, it's been a game changer. So I'm actually going to cut this down again, because I only want a little bit peeking out anyway. And then I think we're going to go like that. And what I may do, cover up our line, right? And then take this and do like that. I think that might be our gimmick. And then that'll be slid down, so that way my photos and cluster will cover there. Okay, so I'm liking that right there. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and start laying these down. And this is going to go slightly over top of the black, so we're going to use that. I got too many glue things. Okay. Okay. So what do you guys have going on this weekend? Are you guys able to craft? Are you going to be, got a lot of plans? I know everyone always asks me if I have plans when I actually take a Saturday off. And most of the time I'm like, no, crafting. That's what my plan is. My plan is crafting. Okay, Deb. Yeah, get more challenges done. I'm so excited. I'm like, you guys, so many times when we have these crafts with my little scrapbook store, I very rarely have a chance to do like more than, what is it, like maybe 4 or 5, and we get the whole month, but it's just like time always seems to get away from me, with work and just being, unmotivated. um, but this time you can ask Beatrice, man, I have been on fire and I've been loving it. I haven't been felt this creative in a long time. So it felt good, So I have like 2 videos that are already up, and actually, yeah, I put up this past week. Sorry, I just want to concentrate with where I'm putting it. Now, if you're wondering about the wet glue with the tape runner, this is why. Because I want to make sure everything is lining up and even. And if it's not, with the wet glue, I have time to pick it back up and move it around if necessary. All right. But yeah, so I've been very, very excited about it. Hello. This girl's on fire. Right? I mean, it has seriously felt that way, Tanya. It really has. I'm like, wow. I think it all started because of the white challenge. So if you aren't familiar, if you're not a part of the group, there was I want to put it on top. Sorry. Or should I put it? I'm gonna put it on the bottom. Okay. So there was a challenge this time. It was called the ski trick challenge. And you had to use almost all white, right? That was the goal. And with the all white, you could use a color photo. But I had this acetate sheet that had like white flowers on it. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to use the acetate as my card, like my base for the scrapbook page. And it took off from there, y'all. I have the video on my YouTube, and I shared it on Facebook as well. So hopefully everyone will get to see it, because it's probably one of those, I was like, my most favorite scrapbook page I've ever done, because it was so outside of the box. Thank you, Deb. Thank you. Yeah, yeah. It was one of those ones where we were talking about it as even the design team. We were like, oh my God, we hope nobody votes for that challenge. Because we were going to, have everyone vote for us to do something together. And it was scary. We were all freaking out. We were like, please, no, don't pick it. And then somewhere, I don't know if we were all chatting or talking about it, it clicked in my head. And I was like, no, I can do this challenge. Yeah. And I'll share it with you guys at the very end for those of you who haven't seen it. If you would like to, just let me know and I'll be glad to show them to you. But yeah, I was super proud. And then I had my cloud stencil. Remember, I did that on the live with the design team, and everybody was like, oh my God, we like that stencil. And I was like, okay. I was like, I really couldn't show exactly what I was doing at the time. So I was like, we're going to, we'll do it on a video. So I have that video up as well. So you can see me using the stencil to create like a rainbow of clouds. Very fun. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, let's just do that. So, all right. I see smiley faces, so I'll make sure I'll save it at the end. I'll show it. I don't think this one is going to take too long. The longest part is going to be figuring out the whole cluster of the photos and the circles. So I'm going to show you a trick that I did with cutting out the circles to help with the page. Okay. So there we go with our layers. So our base, This is it. Okay. So my photos will most likely go like this. Okay. And the goal will be that my circle of my photo is going to cover that. So it looks like my border continues, and only you and I know about it. All right. So this is what we're going to do. Okay. So this part here is the part that makes me nervous because I like this template, but if I were to put it on the back and cut it out, like, how do I know I got it in the right spot, right? So you have to be able to see it, but I really don't want to mark her up, but I guess I'm going to have to because it just barely fits. But I'm going to try and use, let me see if a pencil will work. If it doesn't, then I'll have to get a Sharpie and just kind of scratches. Okay. So, ooh, okay, we're going to try it and use the Sharpie, but not on top of our paper. Because most likely you will slip and then you'll have black marker all over your project. That would not be good. Okay. And the best part with scrapping like this is technically on my phone. So even if I do it with the circles on this particular layout, I can always scrap it regular again another time if I wanted to. All right, let's do like that. All right. And now I'm going to use these scissors. They're not as jagged as like some of Tim Holt's other ones. So I like to use these when I'm fussy cutting, and hopefully it won't look atrocious. You could also use a die cut if that's easier. For the lives, I have the little small Gemini. I could have used that, but I didn't want to make all that noise. So we're gonna try and just cut it. Am I missing anything? Oh, they're saying hi to you, Mama. Mhm. She said, mm-hmm. Yeah, Jess, they are. They're very easy to use. The only thing I wish is that they went up just one more half an inch because I was thinking I would have loved to have been able to mat these and it would have made it so much easier. You know what I mean? If they just went up to a 4.5, like they stopped at 4, it's like, okay, I guess so. But all the rest of them, you see, they have a 2 inch, 2.5, 3, and a 3.5. And I thought about making the photo a 3 inch and then using the 4 to mat. So it would just have you know, what is that, like a quarter of an inch border? But I didn't want to shorten my photo. I wanted my photo to be big. So it's not going to be matted. So, okay. Yeah, cutting, oh, forget it. Oh, hey, Paula. Oh, Paula, that's awesome. I'm glad you've been inspired. Awesome. That makes me so happy. Yeah, no. Well, have you guys I don't know if anybody's heard of what is it, Kiwi Lane? I like their concept, but it's a lot of fussy cutting. And I don't like my fussy cutting. Like I just don't. And I always forget to like ink your edges when you do it because sometimes it does help hide that you cut raggedy. But ooh, I got a lot of them templates that I do not use because I'm like, I do not want to fussy cut that. But I like the concept of it, which is why I bought it. And my friend was one of their sellers. So of course I was supporting her. But let me tell you, I really don't like it. And like I'm seriously concentrating, even though I'm talking right now. Like right now, I don't like this edge right here, but what can you do? We're gonna keep it moving. Like I can't be so critical. It's not gonna be perfect. It's hand done. It's hand done. Okay. So now we got our circles for our photos. And this is what I want to show you. So on the acetate, there were some of the circles that were cut off, right? Because you have the edge. So like I cut this one out because I want to be able to put this at the top edge of my page. So it looks like the circle is going off the edge, right? That's how they did it on the vellum. I'm going to do that with the same piece on the page itself. So like I could put this up here and it looks like it's continuing off the page, right? Because when I go to figure out where I'm going to put all the circles, we're going to want to think about that. Sorry. Another one of the circles was in the die cut here. So we're going to just trim this down to this. And the key is really, if you can, to keep your scissors kind of in place and just kind of turn your, this takes practice too. That's why if you ever notice, most people who do fussy cutting, when you watch their videos, they do the fussy cutting off camera. There's a reason. It's like magic. Look what I did. It's like, girl, use the die. Use the die. Okay. But we're not going to call nobody out. I'm just honest. I'm like, yo, this is a pain. Okay. So then I have some small ones, some small circles. And I think for the most part, I want to use most of these that I die punched. Because I think they're going to be cute. So we have our photos. And then we have our circles. So we're going to do like that. Sorry, just concentrating, trying to figure out where we want to put some stuff. And I'm probably going to put some foam underneath the photos to give them dimension. Lift them up off the page. But we can even take full circles that we cut and just line it up. And at the end, we'll trim it. This one says brave. I like that. Okay. This is what we're doing. We're just trying to lay it out. Keeping in mind, I have to come up with a title. I don't have a title. So while you're out there, if any titles come to mind, go ahead and share because I haven't thought of anything for a title. I do that a lot. I'll just be like, "Ooh, I want to make a layout." And then I get to the end and I'm like, "What am I calling it?" I have no idea. And then this one is peaceful. I like that. We're going to use that somewhere. All right. Maybe get a few more of the smalls. I like that little star in that one. Oh, how old? I don't know. Mom, how old was I in this picture? Was this first grade? Oh my God. She said I was in kindergarten. Lord help me. I was 5 years old. Look how cute. Yeah, they are. They're always like the last minute thing, and then I'm all done and I'm trying to figure out, okay, now where do I put it? Oh, that's cute. Do I want hello? No. We'll save that for another one. And whichever ones we don't use, we'll save for another layout because you can always use them on something else. Now this one, I'm not sure. It looks like it has some words on it, but I can't read them. So I'm going to put that one down here. Like it's coming off the page. Okay. So I like those circles, but I did want to use that book. Oh, kindergarten cuteness. I know. I do have the alpha, so I could do something like that. Let's see. Huh? When life was easy. Right? So could I? Let me see something. So I don't want to necessarily cover up all the gold, but I could at least put it under one of the photos and do something like that. Okay. Okay. The story begins. Ooh, I like that too. When life was easy. Okay. I gotta figure out. Ooh. I think, it's funny. I thought we had, oh, you know what? Let's look at this. Because I forgot. This collection comes with these too. Let's see. I could do Shine Bright. Okay. I'm reading what Pam put. I cut some circles out of the extra vellum paper. The marker to make lines, color the Copics. They turned out great. I bet. Because with the Copics, from the backside, right, Pam? Oh yeah, nah, no, can't throw anything away. Gotta keep everything as much as you can with the collection. I have a hard time uh throwing stuff away. Let's see. Or I could just do storyteller. Because I am a storyteller. Oh, I got a 5. So let's see. Huh? There's a 5 on here. There's a lovely. Hmm. I wish you guys could hear it. My mother is singing Stevie Wonder in the other room. Ah, I don't have an isn't she, but I could probably do it out of the thickers. I could do isn't she, and then do lovely. I think, I don't know. I'm I'm leaning towards storyteller and then putting the 5 on like around my photo. So like a 5, the 5 around in here, and then storyteller may come down here. Document you. Yeah. Yeah. Or the word document. Oh, okay. I can do that. Document you. Okay. Well, we got a plan now. That's better than I was. Aw. Exactly. Isn't she lovely? Yes. I may have to just do that now. Yeah, okay. I may have to do that. Okay. So, I like our plan. Let's grab. I'm going to pick up some fun foam. Don't be scared. You're not going to see this. What's on the sticker sheet? Let's see. The sticker sheet is, can someone do me a favor? Carmen is looking for the live, and she's on Facebook. If someone can just redirect her or tag her on the link for the YouTube so she can find us. Now on the sticker sheet, it has all my stories. There's a few circles. I was thinking about using these as well as like this life, pure joy, sweet soul, and I may still pop those in. I don't know. We'll see. But you are loved so much. All good things are all good. Love this. You're my son. Oh, there's one. It's like a gold font. It was hard to read there for a second. Okay. I think we're gonna go with "Isn't She Lovely?" That's what we're gonna go with. That's what we're gonna go with. And I'm just gonna use the thickers. Yeah, I think I can do that. Hopefully they'll stand out. We'll see. If these stickers don't, I'll look for something that may. Hmm. No, I don't think they're too big, Mom. We'll work it out. Okay. And I had some other stuff over here, but I don't know. I might put this over here. It says write your own story. You know, the thing that I find hard with Vicky Boutin is some of her ephemera pieces, right? Because they're so large. Like at first I was thinking because, you know, it's a schoolgirl picture and she had this big number thing, but I'm like, now I'm like, I don't want to use that. There's, well, let me see, because I can do, remember, Mom, now that you have me thinking, I'm using lovely from here. And I can do isn't and she in a smaller font. It doesn't have to be this font. This font just came with the collection. But I'm going to use the lovely from the collection and then just do isn't she and something else. But there's the sticker sheet as well. And I touched it. I've been in this thing like multiple times and have never, I don't think I maybe used one sticker. Yeah, see, I used that one there. Oh, here and now. True story. Good things take time. I have a story to tell. I like how she does these stickers where it looks like a paint stroke and then she's written in it. Oh yeah, we could definitely layer up some of the circles. Okay, I'm like stuck in that book. Okay, we're gonna start with backing the photos. So what I'm gonna do with that, doop, 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 doop. You can just kind of make a circle and cut it out, but why? When you have another template and you can easily just make some circles. Boop, boop, boop. And it's smaller, so we know it's going to fit underneath our photo. And these, I don't care what they look like. So we just got to go around and cut them. But at least now I know they'll fit underneath my photo. Okay. Hopefully Carmen will find us. And I always like making my fun foam a little bit shorter because if I decide and we want to put like one underneath, there's going to be a point where this will hit, you know, the foam, but I'll still have room to stick something in there. You know what I mean? So let's see. Let's cut out this one. Okay. Thank you guys for staying up late with me. And I have some clear squares. I can lift up some of the circles too. So I'll show you that. Now remember, we got to hide that. So what I may do is pull back some of this circle and just chop it off so that we can do that. All right. I'm seeing double. All right. Okay. 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 Good, B. Come on and join in. I have like 3 more, I think, that I have plans for. So hopefully I can execute. But I want to show you guys these. Um, have you ever seen these cool tack foam squares? They're clear. Okay. And with vellum, the whole thing is that you wind up needing to hide the adhesive. So it's great to keep these on hand because, like with your small circles, it takes the one, take the little peeling off, and then boom, you have added dimension with your vellum. And they're pretty easy. They kind of just like pull off. And the backings come off pretty easily too. Okay, so don't mind me. I'm just trying to figure out where I was going to put some of my pieces. All right. And then some of them, we're just going to use some of the wet glue. And what I'll do is on the wet glue parts is wherever it's darkest is where I'll try and keep the glue. So that way it doesn't really spill into the part of the vellum that you can see through. So this one is pretty dark all over the back, so it can just go straight down. And this one, if I'm tucking it underneath, I can put a little bit of glue here on the top. I'm gonna need to fill up. So it goes like that. And then this piece, we're gonna go ahead and put down. So a lot of times, once I map out my circles and what I'm putting down and everything, I just start gluing where it's at. You know what I mean? I haven't put the main photos down because if I need to move or adjust, then I can. But I really like where this one is sitting. And I don't know where else I will use this book at, so I'm glad I'm getting to use it here. Okay. Now on this one, it's a little bit on the top and right in this center stripe. And if you put too much glue, just kind of pat it. Because the best part about art glitter glue is that it dries clear. We're going to put this one with a clear square right over it. Okay. And then this one, maybe we can do something like that. Okay. So this one I'm going to put straight down. And sometimes you can't be afraid to just go for it, right? You just got to commit. That's what I kept hearing Vicky Booten last night on her live. Did you guys catch that? She kept saying, I'm a commit. I'm a commit. I'm like, yeah, that needs to be our mantra. Just put it down, commit. Just do it. Because if you hem and haw, you'll never do it. Okay. So this one and then this one. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is, because I know where I want that to go, I'm gonna go ahead. Okay, really? Glue this. All right. And then this one, I'm going to also glue down. But before, because it is seriously on empty, we're going to open up a refill. I had this super big bottle. Oh my God. I wish I could find more this big. And I was using it, but it's kind of, it's just big in your hand. So I've been using it to fill up the smaller one. And don't worry, y'all. I got another one. I'm always prepared. It's going to be winter soon, so you got to make sure you have plenty of art glitter glue around. Okay, it's very important. That's all I'm saying. That's my PSA announcement. Just do it. Yes. Our own version. Can you imagine like a Crafters Nike commercial? That would be awesome. Just do it. Just put the glue down. We got this. Okay. And it really doesn't take long for art glitter glue to dry. But I like putting a block on it when I can to help, keep the pressure. Okay. So now we just have to work on our circles up here. So we can do that a couple of different ways, right? Well, it's already kind of mapped out. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and put the wet glue on the back. And try and thin it out because, vellum is so, it can be annoying. When it gets wet, it likes to buckle. So you don't want to oversaturate it with it, but you want it to be glued down too. So you may have to take your hand and kind of rub it on. And then, like this section here, I might put one right there. And on this one, use the clear. You know what I mean? So you can change the depth. Come on. And these aren't super thick. They really aren't. So it's not like it's going to give you too much height. The only thing is that they're clear, so it's kind of hard to see. So that can be annoying. But thankfully, they're not that hard to come off. Okay. Put that one right there in between the two. Now this one, I know we're going to cut off. So I'm going to go ahead and rub that down and line it up. Okay, y'all still out there? We still making it? I know I'm a little over an hour, but stay with me. Stay with me. Stay with me, you guys. We just have to do our title. And then I think that's going to be it after. Maybe a few splatters, you know, just a few, because I can't help it. Come on. I'm telling you, I love these little clear things, but ooh, I think I'm going to put that right there because I'm going to create a cluster here. And then on this one, instead of having it up higher, I'm going to have it close to the paper because it has a cut edge. So it'll look like it's kind of going underneath the paper. What pink one? What are you talking about, Mom? Oh no, it's the red button, the red light. You're just seeing the red light from the camera. All right. My dad's in. He's joining the commentary now. I can hear them both in there. Who's that? What's that? They're cracking me up. They are too cute. All right. This is the last one. Ooh, I took a bunch off. Okay. Sorry, guys. I guess I should have thought about these clear ones. They're a little bit harder. Oof. They like to fight you, but it's worth it in the end because, like I said, on the vellum, it works out the greatest because you can see them, but they're not distracting. Okay. And then, ooh, I was like, why is it so heavy? We're going to take this, turn it over, and trim that piece off. All right. So I like how that's coming. What do you guys think? I think it's going to look cute. I think once we do the splatters, it'll tie it all in. Like that one. Write your own story. Okay. And I don't think there was anything else A lot of these big flowers, I just don't think they're right for this one. So it's okay. We're going to leave those off to the side. And then let's see. I know I want to put lovely down here. And then I'm going to find some smaller letters. Let me see where I can do. Let's see. These are like, I don't know if you guys have seen these. These are from Paige Evans. They're a couple of years ago. But she has the white side and then the navy. So we could do, let's see, ISNT. And I have enough to do she. Yes, I do have an E. Yay. Okay, so I think we're going to do that. Okay. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you for sticking it out. Thank you for sticking it out with me. All right. So let's grab this lovely. Ooh, I'm going to use some of these circles too, because I haven't used any gesso on my paper. I can use some of the circles on here. Yeah, I love those alphas too. They're like the perfect size, right, Pam? They're like not too big, not too small. It's like just right. So we're going to put the lovely here. And then I'm going to do the isn't she right above it. Okay. Oh, I forgot my 5. Where's my 5? Okay. We got to use our 5. Okay. So it's kind of subtle. I'm just going to put it right there on the photo. I can see it. I know it's a little harder to see on the camera, but it in real life, it does stand out. Okay. Trust me. So I just have to go, isn't she? So let's see. We'll do isn't she. So let's do she first. I think she will fit nicely right here in this little nice little nestled right in here. All right. Okay, and then we'll do isn't. And the best part is this is a graph paper, right? So if I was paying attention or thinking about it, I have lines to help me line it up. All right. It only took me a second to figure it out. Okay. Isn't. Now I don't have a little, there's no like apostrophe. So what I'm going to do, I think they have a pound sign. So what I'm going to do is hashtag. You don't have to put the apostrophe in on a hashtag, right? So I'm going to put hashtag, isn't she lovely? Ah! Yes. Thank you guys. All right. I like that. But we're going to go back to this too because we're going to add some of the little dots on here. They got a lot of different sizes. So I'm just going to go in and add additional circles, some bigger ones. Just kind of fill it in. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm glad I pulled these out and thought, oh yeah. Because you can't miss those. And I love how, well, obviously the colors go with the collection, but I just love, 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 love. All right. And you can always, don't worry about the whole, they have the rules of 3, but fill in till your heart's content is what I say. Because at the end of the day, it's about you. And put that one in the center of that little design. It looks purposeful. Okay. And then I'm going to do the same thing up here because there's one that has a full design. So I'm going to put one right in the center. And then, because we can, I got one right here. Right? Okay, so we got all of our added circles. I do like the hearts too, but we're not going to mix it up. We're going to leave it. Okay. But the one thing I am going to do. I know. I do. I am a rule follower most of the time, but it's not so much threes, it's odds. So my problem is like with sequins. When I think odd, I can't just do 3 sequins. That never happens. I always have to do about, 51. 51, and then, huh? Oh, Carmen. I'm glad you found us. We're not done yet, so you still have time to see a little bit. You're seeing most of the finished product, but this is where our final layout is going to land. I am thinking about adding a few gems real quick because, they sit here. So if you have them out on your desk, you'll think about it and use them. I think I'm going to use these. I would say this set, if you guys can find them, Michelle has them on her webpage. It's Sands of Time. I have probably used more of this color than any of the other ones. It's something about it because they almost look gold. Some of them have a little yellow tint. It's just like how they look. Really do. So we're just going to go in and fill in some of these areas. Now I will say this because I've been trying to I had to take my precision tip off of this. You got to be careful when you're putting this glue down because it comes out very thin or thick, I should say. I said thin, Lord. Okay. And put a few around the photo itself. It's sticking to my finger. Uh-oh. I'll find that later when I go to move it. Okay. Okay. All right, you guys. We're coming on down to the end. Now, in the shop, we also have the Nuvo jewel picker. If you've never had a jewel picker, it's definitely one to consider getting because let me tell you, it is super sticky. I'm not using it at the moment, but see, I put a lot of glue out there. But if you've never had one or you've been wanting one, it's definitely a good one to add to your stash. All right. I'm just trying to barely on some of these put just a little bit of glue down. Like I said, it can go a little crazy without the tip. Ugh. So after this, the only thing left to do is to splatter. So as I'm finishing up, did you guys have any questions on anything? Oh, which mix? It's the Sands of Time. Hold on. Let me make sure. Yeah, Sands of Time. This is probably my favorite mix because I think you can go with any collection. Do you know what I mean? Because there's some that are a little bit lighter yellow to white, and then there's some that are very yellow, but they look gold to me. It's like different shades of gold. And it works. I don't know where I just tossed that from. I think it was over here. And even if you put too much glue, it's okay because it dries clear. But I try really hard to just put enough down because they will stay strong. Trust me. Art glitter glue does not mess around. Okay. All right. So on this one, let me see. Oh, you're getting ready to run out. Okay, yes. Right now, I haven't seen any more of the gold come out. The one that I have, Pam, is Jen Hadfield. They're made by the same company, so the gold is very similar. Yes, Jessica, you gotta get it. Okay, yeah, then the frosted lemon is good as well. It's almost got, what is the color? Not I know the title is Zesty Lemon, but it has like a little tinge of green to the gold. It's really nice. The splatters, Pam, let me tell you. This is what I do with my splatters. The key is, and I'm going to tell you what the key is. For me, it's a tool, just something to bang this end with, okay? I don't do the whole putting the ink down and getting like a fan brush. If you want tiny, tiny splatters, then use a fan brush. Tap, 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 tap. But for me, yeah, I don't do that. I found my best luck is with this tool here, which has absolutely nothing to do with splatters. The one that you have, Pam, by Heidi has been discontinued. And then I want to say like a year or two after her, they did Jen Hadfield's gold, which like I said is like it's the same gold. I follow Missy Whitten and she was using Heidi swaps all the time and she had even mentioned that this is like the same gold. Yes. Now, if you do not like mess, do not splatter. That would be the lesson. Yes, that is true because it goes all over the place. All over the place. So right now, we're just going to protect our photos for the most part. There's a little bit hanging off, but it'll be all right. And then I'll just cover, because I mean, they're circles, right? Okay, we'll work it out. We'll work it out. All right, so on this one, I am going to use the gold, and I'm going to use the black. I know you're like, what? Black? Isn't that going to be too sharp? No. Okay, Pam, listen to Beatrice, okay? Yes. If you hold it up too high, it does. It'll go everywhere and everywhere, including even on you. She is the queen of the control splatters. I don't know how she does it. She'll go, I want splatter right there. You see where I'm pointing? She'll be like, right there. And she'll go, boop, and there'll be splatter. Okay. I don't know how she do it. I tap and it's like splatter all over, as I'm about to show you. So we're just gonna tap, tap, tap. Sorry, I got quiet. I'm concentrating on my splatters. Is that sad that you have to concentrate that hard on your splatters? Ugh. But I did. I started doing better when I did get a little bit closer to the actual page. And I got that from Beatrice for sure. All right. And then we're going to grab. I know. She doesn't cover her photos. I have to. Because you can see right now, I'd have gold all over this sucker. And that's why I do it, because I know that I have a tendency to go slightly a little cray-cray. Not to mention, I get it all over my work surface too. What? The black will dry back, my. I can hear it in there. All right, enough with the black. It's gonna dry back, okay? Because it's gonna soak into the paper. It won't be as vibrant. So you gotta get it on there. You can't be afraid. Oh, okay. The black is, it's a distress spray stain in black soot. This is my favorite black, actually. The only black I have and the only one I use for my splatters. And then, of course, we talked about the gold. And then for when I want to use white, which I'm going to use a little bit of, I use the picket fence in the distress spray. Right, Beatrice? Did you hear my mom? Could you hear her? That's enough. You don't need any more. And inside, I'm like, I need more splatters. And that's why you need people around you to be like, okay, calm it down. But trust me, I love using my splatters in threes. I always do. A lot of times I do. Because there's always the one that fades a little bit further back. I like the white on colored paper. It looks really good. What they say. See, the voice of reason. Yep, you're right. I know. That's why I told her she has to be around for my commentary. Like, we a show now. People are expecting us. People are expecting this mother-daughter duo. We're a little bit more sassy than others. Yes, mom voice. All right, so now I'm going to move these. Make sure we didn't get none. No, they can't hear you. I don't think they can hear you. They just know you're close, that you're always by as a guidance. Yep, Gina, Lily, T and Siri, and then Jessica and Belle. We're gonna take this on a show, like on a tour, you guys. It'll be the mother-daughter crafty troop. All right, so here's our final project. All about circles. And our title, Isn't She Lovely? With a little bit of splatter. I'm not mad at that, but let's see. It came off. There you go. And the gems just add a little bit of sparkle when the light hits it in the right way. I like how that turned out. All right. Yes, yes. Please listen to Beatrice. If you guys like the video, please give it a thumbs up. I would definitely appreciate it. If you're not already, a road show, like the Antique Road Show. I think we have a plan. If you haven't subscribed and you would like to become a subscriber, please hit that little red button. I definitely am starting to upload a little bit more. I have my Friday sketch series, which is really one of my favorites with my cards. I love making those. And then I also do the layout. So, oh, thanks, Pam. I appreciate it. I really do. Trying to grow this little corner of the web. You know what I mean? So, and I guess there's room. I could probably put a little bit of journaling somewhere. If not here, then I'll just put it on the back because I got tons of cut aparts. So I can just write myself a message right on the back of one of these. So there you go. So if you guys have any questions, I'm going to hang out for just a little bit here to see. Ooh, the layout. Hold on. I told everybody I would share. So here is the other layouts that we were talking about. Okay. Oh, those are wet. Okay. Hold on. Shift. Change. Let's do a quick wipe down. I don't want anything to get on these. So we have this one with the acetate. And we have chipboard that's been embossed in white. We have white, all the circles are dry embossed. I don't know. Let me tilt it that way so you can see all the patterns. So I dry embossed it with like a wood grain, a flower, what they call the Swiss dots. This one down here is a fabric. So you can see that. And then I had these white words. I think these were from Amy Tangerine. I had them for so long. I got them from like what is that place called? Tuesday Morning. And I finally was able to use them. Oh, Pam, I'm telling you, it's okay. I always forget about the title. It never fails. And I'll be like halfway done. Like even with these, I was like, I had to purposely think ahead because I was like, this is all white. What am I going to do for a title? And then I happened to find here they are. You know what I mean? Like, so this one is Darling. This is my great niece and her mom, my niece. So on hers, I put Cherish. All right, and then there you go. And I use some of the gems on here. These are the clear. Now this part over here got a little melty because I was impatient and was using my heat tool. So I definitely don't suggest that with your acetate. Just saying. You might not want to do that. But I really love how they turned out. So that way they'll go side by side. I think a friend of mine found at, what's that store called? Home Goods, these frames that were clear. And I think they would go really well. Because the only thing you can kind of see from the back is the chipboard and the foam tape. But I just think it would work better in a clear one, like up against the wall. I think that would be really pretty. But yeah. So this started it for me. Like once I came up with this idea, I was like, oh, I know exactly what I'm going to do. So thank you guys for joining me. Definitely, like I said before, hit the like button, leave comments down below. If you're rewatching the live, I definitely try and comment on every post or comment. I try to respond. So definitely do that. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. It's free. I promise. And I will see you guys with our next live. I think me and Jess may be going live together, but on Facebook on Friday. So keep an eye out for that. Go ahead and go, Jess. You have a good one. Stay safe. Oh, yes. No, Home Goods. Okay. Yes. No, go to Home Goods. Go immediately. No. They're probably closed right now. But whenever you get a chance, you definitely got to go to Home Goods. I love Home Goods. Mom loves Home Goods. Yeah. Hey, Mom, you want to go to Home Goods tomorrow? I think we're going to go to Home Goods tomorrow. So that'll be our plan. All right. So you guys have a good night. Take care. Be safe. Definitely watch out for each other. These are crazy times right now, and I want all of my peeps to be healthy and safe out there. Okay. Love you guys and have a great night. Bye.